Welcome back to the Delaware Way. We continue our conversation now with the new City Council President from Wilmington, Hanifa Shabazz. New as president, but she's been in council for quite some time, so you've seen a lot and you've seen many of these budgets come forward. What did you think of this budget that includes a rise in property taxes and a cut in the police department and the fire department?
Well, the rise in the property taxes, those of us who've been in council at the time knew that if we did not do it with previous terms that we were going to be here. So it was, in fact, glad to see that it's not a double-digit tax increase.
Still 7.5%. That's healthy.
It is healthy, and hopefully that as we continue to find more cuts as we go through the budget process, hopefully we can take that even down.
But 7.5% as of right now, you think that's appropriate?
Well, I won't say I don't know if it's appropriate because I haven't gone through all of the final details. So that once I go through the budget process, then I can zoom in on that number.
One of the things that has been brought up a lot are these cuts in the fire department and the police department. I understand there are vacancies that aren't going to be filled. I understand people aren't losing their jobs. But still, you just talked about crime in the city. The fact that any mayor would come in and say, well, we can do away with these police positions, isn't that a concern?
Not at all, because we always said that we cannot police our way out of dealing with the crime issues, that we needed to do social services that also along with the policing. So the loss of 5 police officers, and my understanding where we're trying to work with that is to get to civilianize some of the police officers that are sitting at the desk and put more on patrol. So the loss might not just be on patrol. It just might be not administrative police officers.
So you're not concerned because if the crime rate doesn't come down or you have one major fire, one of the first things people are going to say was, well, you cut positions. You didn't staff properly.
I understand that, but we really have to make some bold changes to be able to continue to move City of Wilmington forward. We've had those kind of scare tactics in the past, and now we really have to do what really needs to be done, or we're going to have failures in other places.
Let's talk about the prayer that's being said at the beginning of council. It used to be a Christian prayer, and there was some controversy because of that. Now you have a new prayer that's supposed to be all-inclusive. Is that really working? I mean, are people seem to be okay with this now?
Well, have you heard the words of it?
No, I haven't.
Well, the message is exactly what it is. It doesn't refer to any particular religion. It just speaks to everyone in a positive role, and we're asking for direction for us to do what our jobs are and to make good decisions. And therefore, it's not offensive to anyone in any different particular religious group.
Is it offensive to Christians, considering you got rid of the Christian prayer?
In fact, I got the prayer from a Christian minister, and I got it approved, and I vented it through other Christian leaders. So it's, from what I'm hearing, everyone is pleased with it.
Talk about businesses right now in Wilmington. I know you're saying you have to fix the neighborhoods first, but there's been some real concern about not being able to attract businesses right now, and businesses leaving. Or how are we doing?
I think we're holding fast. There are a lot of business organizations that understand the whole plight of what's happening in the city of Wilmington and some of our ills, and have become collaborators and partners. So a lot of the efforts to bring Wilmington back to what a great city it was and to move us forward there's a lot of private-public partnerships that are happening. So I don't believe they want to leave, which is why they're joining on to work with us to make things happen so that they don't have to leave and we can continue the business here in the city of Wilmington.
You understand every small closing, even like the Queen going away or the sale of DuPont, anything that happens like that, it causes people to go up. There you go. Yes. They're all leaving. Wilmington's closing up, and to get out of that image is a difficult thing, I would imagine.
It is, and I think we're doing the right thing, which is to being so upfront and so transparent about the exact condition of the city of Wilmington, the exact temperature of what we are politically, government-wise. And I think the mayor's speech did that. He explained about what was our intentions on dealing with the firefighters, about the high cost of the health plan. So I think there are things that the citizens really don't know the specifics of how the city is functioning, and what needs to be done to change that. So once they hear those specifics, they will then understand why we have to make the bold moves.
But it's still an image problem more than anything else.
I understand.
Isn't that right?
It really is. It is. But we have to start somewhere. And I think this is a good start. And some businesses will fret, but some of those who are more optimistic will roll up their sleeves and work along with us to make and to save Wilmington out from going to an economic slump.
Well, great luck to you.
Thank
I don't think there's anybody that doesn't support your effort, and I appreciate it. Hanifa Shabazz is the City Council President. The Delaware Way continues right after this.